What we call this active causative because we're focusing on the who is doing the activity. So the person who orders something or who asks for a favor are these: I, my mom, they. And this is a verb that we're using to indicate that we are trying to convince or order because it's their obligation. And then we have the person or people who do the activity, bro. A maid, a gardener, a mechanic, and the service that they have, right? So if we want to have or indicate that something is done, so now the important thing is what happened to the object and not who did the activity. We're going to use a passive causative. Okay, so using the same example, so we can have again the person who orders. So I, my mom, they. Okay, so I can say I, my mom, and they, and then I'll continue with the same verbs, no? So to indicate that they convince or order someone, right? So we can say I get, okay, I had, they will have. So now, because what's important is the what, so we're not going to focus on the who, so we can eliminate this one, right? We can discard these people. So we're going to focus now on the objects. So now we're going to focus on the house. Sorry, the garden. Okay, we're going to focus on the garden and we're going to focus on the car, right? So that's what we have to write here. So I get my house, the garden, and their car. Okay, so you can say I get my house, my mom had the garden, they will have their car. Okay, now we have to look at the verbs. So it says to clean, to fix. Oh, but there is a little mistake over here. So we say that when you have this hat, we remove the two. Okay, so you can say, I get a maid to clean my house, my mom had a garden. So we have to look at the verbs. So to clean, fix, and repair. So these verbs have to be in like a past participle form. So it means that we have to look at the three forms of the verb. So you can say fix, fix, and fixed. So this in this verb we can see that it's regular, but we need this form, right? So the rest are regular, so it's okay. So we can just add the ed. So you can say I get my house clean. My mom had the garden fixed, and they will have the car. They will have the car repaired, right? So now this in these sentences, it is not relevant to mention who does the activity, right? Mechanic, gardeners, etc. Because this can be like implicit in the sentence, right? So, but now what's important is what happened to the object. So if these were more specific, we can add them by writing a phrase by, right? I get my house clean by I don't know, by Smith's I I don't know, Smith service or something like this, because it's more specific, right? But we don't need them. We don't need them now. So you're saying exactly the same thing, but in this sentence, you're not mentioning, you're not saying who did the activity.